Hey everyone, welcome to our pre-training event. So excited that you guys are on here. Wow, we got lots of people on. Hey, Patty, Diane, Leslie, Judy, Michelle, Sonia, Victoria. Good to see you, Terry, Kathy, Jan, Christy. All right, fantastic. So just so you know, we are just jumping on and testing out a few things. My dad was down in the garden hard at work and he quickly rushed home, so he'll be joining me here in just a minute. I'm also trying to get a notice set up on, here on Facebook so that we can make sure that people on Facebook see that this is happening right now as well. So let's see if I can get that set up here. Otherwise, super excited to have you. We are going to be in this pre-training. We're going to go over an overview of what we're doing in the challenge so you can get a little heads up of what's happening. Have some pretty cool, pretty awesome, big announcements for you all. Plus, every single one of you that are attending live are going to get a special bonus as well. That's going to go straight to your inbox. So definitely check that out. And let's see here. All right, I'm getting ready to show, come join us here. Thank you all for your patience. Another thing that we're doing with this pre-training is just testing everything out, making sure everything's working fine. So let me know in the chat if you can see and hear me. Let me know if you can see and hear me. We want to make sure everything is running smoothly here. All right. So I am let's see here. In the Facebook group, I'm testing out the Facebook group right now to see if I can just sync our little live streams here. And it looks like it's working, but it's not doing the screen sharing the way that I was wanting it to. So we're gonna have to do a little bit more testing with that. So if you're on Facebook, if you want to get the bonus, if you're on Facebook and you want to get the bonus, you've got to go over to the link that says join us here. So if you're seeing this live stream on Facebook, Carla's there, I see you, Carla, on Facebook. You want to go to the link in the post that says come join us here. We're live right now, okay? borntogrow.net/PRE is the link that you want to go to, and then you'll get the special bonus for attending this pre-session, okay? So if you're on Facebook and you see this live stream, go over to the link. We're live right now, and we're going to be starting the pre-session here. Okay, for all of the rest of you, okay, people can see and hear us. Great connection, fantastic. Okay, so like I said, thanks for bearing with us. We're still just working out all of the kinks. We want to make sure that when we go live with the main training sessions, that everything is running smoothly, that we don't have any glitches with you all. We want to make sure that you get the best experience in this winter gardening challenge possible. So for those of you that have just jumped on, hey, I'm Paul Deisinger, and we're hosting this 3D Winter Gardening Challenge starting this Sunday, right? And this is the pre-training session for it. So in this session, we're going to go over a quick overview with you of what's going to happen in the Winter Gardening Challenge. We are also going to share with you some pretty huge, big announcements of fun stuff that's going to be happening. We've got prizes and stuff that you can win. We're going to be sharing with you all about that. And we've got a little bit of homework for you as well. All right. Susan is saying, am I the only one with no sound or video? Laura says, can't hear you, lost you. Okay, let's see here. Turn my audio back on. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hey, Dad. All right, so my dad, welcome. This is my dad, Edwin. Just want to introduce you all to him. Say hi. Hi. So for those of you, okay, it looks like you can hear us. For those of you who can't hear us, it's probably something on your side of the, on your computer, like either your sound is off or something like that. All right, so yeah, this is a kind of a busy time for us because we're setting up this winter gardening challenge for you all, but we also got a lot of stuff going on in the garden, right?
Yeah.
So you were actually just down there.
Yep, just came home and
jumped
off quickly so,
so you can jump on.
Presentable here.
Okay, so it looks like we've got a good group in here. Once again, for those of you that have just joined in, we're going to be talking about this is the pre-session. We're going to be talking about what we're going to be covering in the gardening challenge, and this is exciting. So the first thing that I want to talk about, because we're already a few minutes in, and I think it's a good time to go ahead and just jump into our content here. First thing is that here's a quick overview of how these sessions are going to happen. They're going to be a session like this. You're going to come in, and we always encourage everyone to introduce yourself. Let us know where you're from, and just post that in the chat. And then
a lot of people saying it froze.
All right, looks like we have some people saying that the video is frozen.
The sound is coming.
All right, let's see if we can get this smoothed out.
Sure on that. We're gonna have a better connection for that.
Okay, quick little reset here. See if our all right, let's see if you can hear and see us now. We have set up for our actual training sessions, we have set up some really high-speed internet. We've got a place that we're going to be going to some really high-speed internet, so everything should be working a lot smoother. For this pre-session, we are just doing it from our home here. So,
and we don't have cable or anything. We're very rural, and so we have to rely on satellite, which isn't good.
Yeah, it's not as fast. So it looks like it's working for some of you there. For some of you, it's the connection is not working good. So if the connection is really reconnected and it works, let me just say, working, try reconnecting. Close the window and come back in again. Okay, looks like a lot of you it's working great. Some of you it's having some issues. Okay, so just back to where we were talking about how these sessions are going to work. We're going to have a little introduction. You all can jump into the chat, introduce yourself, and then we are going to have a training session at the beginning, right? And we're going to be talking about specific topics. I'll go with you an overview of what we're going to be sharing in just a second here. And then from there, after the training session is done, we're going to open it up for question and answers, and we're going to stay on the line as much as we can. We want to help you as much as possible with your gardening, with your specific gardening scenarios and stuff like that. So let me pull up some slides, and we'll go over our little pre-training session here. And let me actually open these slides up here for you. Just 1 second. Let's see, Winter Gardening Challenge. Here we go. Here are our slides. Winter Gardening Challenge pre-training event. All right. You ready? Let's dive right in here. So here, you should see some slides on the screen now. Let me know if you see them. Winter Gardening Challenge pre-training event. And we've got a special bonus for all of you that have joined us live on this pre-training event, and that is everyone who attends is going to receive our quick weeding resources little document. It has some really neat little links out to our favorite weeding tools, and actually a little bonus thing that in there that's not actually a weeding tool, but it's like a tarp that you can knock out all of your weeds all at once. That's something that we're using in our garden. So that is for every one of you that attends live. You're going to get that dropped into your email automatically just for attending live. So that's kind of a special perk for joining this pre-training session. So I hope you guys like that. Otherwise, here's a quick overview of how our training, the whole training sessions are going to be. And I've got a big announcement here for you. It's actually kind of, I almost spilled the beans a little bit in one of my little pre-live sessions in the Facebook group. But so right now we're on the pre-training. All right, so this is where we're going with an overview of how everything's going to work. And then on Sunday is going to be day one, all right? Sunday, and it's at 7 p.m. Central Time. So if you're on Pacific, that's 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And on day one, we're going to be talking about choosing what to grow and where to grow in your winter garden. We're going to be sharing a very simple little formula to know what to, what grows good in the winter versus what grows in the summer. It's a really critical, crucial part of winter growing is knowing what to grow in your garden, right? And
yeah, I mean, for many years, we actually, my wife and I, with Paul's help and our daughter's help, we made our living by actually growing produce in the winter for market. And I realized as we were doing that a lot of people just aren't educated as to what grows in the winter. I mean, we had one person complaining that they wish they had more things like green beans in their box, and that's not a winter crop.
But we can't blame them for not knowing, because there's without learning, if you don't have a background in gardening or something like that, you may not know, you may not understand what grows better in the winter or the summer.
And the thing is that you can go to the grocery store and find green beans. So where did they come from?
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to share with you an extremely simple formula that is kind of catchy. It has a little rhyme to it, and it makes it really easy to know what to grow in the winter. And there is a lot, by the way, that you can grow in the winter. A lot of veggies you can grow in the winter. And then we'll help you with some tips on where to actually put your garden in the winter, because you're going to want to pay attention to how much sun it gets and its warmth and protection and stuff like that. So we'll be getting into that. Day two, we're going to be talking about the timing of your winter garden and creating your planting calendar. All right. And so this is going to be a really fun day. You're not going to want to miss this. Timing is extremely critical to a winter garden. It's probably one of the #1 things that makes most winter gardens fail, probably.
Yeah. If you think timing is critical for spring, you're right. But I mean, it's many more times critical for a fall and winter garden.
Yep, exactly. And we're going to walk you step by step through the process of creating your own little planting calendar for your winter garden. In fact, as part of this winter gardening challenge, you're going to get access to a click and drop gardening calendar. Let me know if you want to sneak peek at the click and drop gardening calendar in the chat. Just let me know. I wasn't planning on doing this, but if you guys want a sneak peek, I might show it to you here. But this is a pretty cool calendar that will just make it extremely simple to know when to plant your plants for a winter garden, and will make planting your winter garden super, super, super easy. All right. Okay, I see a lot of you saying yes, yes, yes. I don't know. I wasn't going to do this, all right? I wasn't going to do this. I was going to wait until day two, but I'll give you just a very tiny sneak peek. It'll just be the tip of the iceberg, okay?
The iceberg lettuce.
No pun intended there, the iceberg. So, all right, I'll do it for you. here goes. Let me pull up a screen here. So this is a very quick little sneak peek of the calendar that you'll get access to be able to use during this gardening challenge, okay? And let me just zoom it in a little bit so you can see a little better. So you'll be able to see a calendar that's based on your location, where your last frost dates are for your winter garden area. And on the side here, you'll see there'll be a whole list of fall and winter crops that you can add into your calendar. And the tip of the iceberg basically is you can just click on a crop and it will drop it into your calendar and tell you when you should be seeding it, when you should transplant it, and when you could expect to harvest it for your specific location. So like where we are here, it's time to be seeding beets right now, actually. But there's a later planting of beets that we could seed, and there's a whole list of things. So you can, you can add carrots to your planting, you can add cilantro, there's all different things that you can add to your calendar, and makes it really, really easy to see where you want, when you should be planting your different crops in your garden. So actually, like I said, that is just the extreme tip of the iceberg. There's a whole lot more that you can do with that calendar. We'll be sharing with you in the actual training on day 2, and that's going to make it super easy for you to plan your winter garden. All right, and then day number 3, we're going to talk about protecting your winter garden. And why is this so important?
Well, it's cold, and so you want to protect, but you want to protect not just against cold, but maybe even more importantly against wind and the drying effects of wind.
Yeah, protection. We're going to talk about why wind is one of your worst enemies in the winter, and we'll also help to share with you some ways that you can keep your garden a little bit warmer. But one of the biggest things is protection from the elements, right?
Yeah.
And William, good question on the calendar. No, it is not Excel. This is not an Excel. If you're tired of complex gardening spreadsheets, this is totally different. It's so much easier. But you got to come on day 2 to see the full thing. You're going to say one more thing about protection?
It slipped my mind.
Okay. All right. No problem. So day 1, choosing what to grow, where to grow in your garden. Day 2, timing for your winter gardening, setting up your calendar. And day 3 is protecting your winter garden. Terry, yes, every single day, this is going to be at the same time every day. It's going to be 7 p.m. Central Time, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, okay? But we have a super big, cool announcement for you. So a little drum roll. And yes, Tiffany, day 2 and 3 start at the same time as day 1, 7 p.m., Sunday, 7 p.m., Monday, 7 p.m., Tuesday. We will have the recordings afterwards available for you. I'll try and post them in the Facebook group. If not, there'll be at least links posted in the Facebook group, and we'll send them out by email as well, so you can catch them if you miss them. But as we will share in just a minute, there will be special opportunities to win special prizes by attending live. Karen says, how long will each time be? The training session will probably go between half an hour to an hour. We'll have an introduction time, then half an hour to an hour of actual training, walking you through figuring out what to grow in your garden, where to put it, the timing of your garden, what I've just been covering here. Then we're going to open it up for question and answers. And the question and answer is an open-ended time. We'll stay on as long as we can. We will have to have probably a cutoff time if there's too many questions. But that's something it's optional to stay through the question and answer time. The main training session is going to be about half an hour to an hour long.
Well, with the introduction, they should probably count on 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour is what you should count on. We really want to give you our best here and really help you set up the best winter garden that you've ever experienced in your gardening experience. All right, so drum roll, we've got a really big announcement for you here, and that is that we are doing a bonus day for you, a bonus day 4. So this is unannounced. We did not, promote this ahead of time in any of the things when you were signing up on the sign up page or anything, but we are going to do a bonus day 4 question and answer wrap up time. So for anyone who just has questions from the previous days, we're going to be there to help you with those questions, get those questions answered. And we have a really, really, really special giveaway that we are going to be doing on day 4. And so we'll be doing the drawing then as well. So that is our special big announcement for tonight. Today, I should say. We've got a very special bonus day there for you on day 4. So next up, let's talk about the free giveaways, because we're going to be doing quite a few of these throughout this training. There's going to be lots of opportunities to win free prizes. And for each of the classes that we do, we're going to have free drawings at the end of the class. That's our main classes. On the bonus day 4, we're going to have a special drawing all of its own. But on each of the classes, for those who attend to the end of each class, we're going to do a live drawing of from our live attendees, and you'll be able to get access to some of these giveaways here. One is our Ultimate Garden Pest Cheat Sheet. So this is like a 40-some page document on different insect pests. It's got pictures of the pests, what to do if you have problems with the pest, how to do it in an organic way. We've got like an organic pest dealing arsenal set up in there, so you can know what you should have on hand to deal with the pests and stuff like that. So you'll have an opportunity to win this for free just by attending the classes. Like I said, another giveaway is our plug and play garden plan. This is a garden plan that we use to grow over $1,000 worth of food in just a very small garden space, actually, in the main growing season. So that's a pretty cool thing. And then we'll be giving away our Ultimate Garden Immune Booster Cheat Sheet, some of our best and favorite immune boosters for our plants that we use, nutrient boosters. So you have opportunity to win free prizes just by attending the classes to the end of each class. So you won't want to miss those. And then this is another drum roll here, because the next thing that I'm going to share with you is our big, huge giveaway that we're doing on day 4, which is our bonus day, okay? So day 4, we're going to do a huge giveaway to win lifetime access to our Elite Gardening membership, all right? And with that comes, you'll get access to your own personal click and drop gardening calendar based on your location. You'll have lifetime access to use it as long as we're making it available. You'll be able to use it. Monthly live meetings with my dad, Edwin, and myself. Private Facebook group access to our private personal Born to Grow Facebook group, which is pretty cool. And access to our entire garden training library online. Like, this is unloading the kitchen sink, basically. You can win lifetime access to that. And the way that we are going to be doing this last free giveaway. So just to clarify, the other prizes were for attending live. This one here is for those who participate in the Winter Gardening Challenge Facebook group, okay? Carla says, do you have to participate day 1, 2, and 3 to win on day 4? The way you need to participate is you need to participate in our Facebook group. So, ideally, you would be doing all of the homework as we go through the challenge. But anyone who posts in the Facebook group or comments in the Facebook group is going to be entered to have an opportunity to win this lifetime access to our Elite Gardening membership. And the more times that you post or the more times that you comment in the Facebook group, the more times that you will be entered to win to get lifetime access. So the more that you now, I have to give the caveat that you're not allowed to spam the group. You're not allowed to just go in there and post 100 posts just to try and enter the giveaway. Like, it's got to be genuine content, and we'll be looking through. And if we see someone that has like 1,000 posts and comments, and everyone else only has 200, that looks a little fishy, right? So you want to do it in an authentic way, and we'll be sharing with you how you can do that. But you need to interact in there, and then anytime that you interact in there, you are increasing your chance of being able to win lifetime access. All right, some people are saying, where is the Facebook group? So I'm going to post a link here to the Facebook group. For those of you who aren't in it already, you should see a button come up where you can go to the Facebook group. And I would highly encourage you to go and join the Facebook group, and then you'll be able to participate there. All right, next up here, okay, so we got lots of giveaways, stuff going on. Next up is downloads. We have worksheets and stuff that are gonna make it a lot easier as we go through this process. So the worksheet that you need to download today, or at least before our first training session, is our winter garden planning worksheet, okay? You wanna download this to prepare for the class. So I'm gonna actually take off the Facebook group. I'll put it back up again later, but I'm gonna post a link here to download the winter garden planning worksheet. So you can download that now. You don't have to download it right now. I will be posting that. I'll send that out to you by email as well as it'll be posted in the Facebook group, but you wanna download that ahead of the main section. And that brings us to the resource center in the Facebook group. By the way, yeah, go ahead.
Jillian was wondering if there's a winter gardening cheat sheet for Canada.
Good question. The winter gardening cheat sheet, well, the winter gardening cheat sheet would still work. Most of the principles that we have in there would still work for Canada. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Most of the principles that we are sharing in this whole winter gardening challenge is going to work in Canada as well.
Unless you're in the far north.
Yeah. And even in the far north, a lot of the principles are going to be the same,
right.
But your timing is going to be different,
right?
Right? So you're going to hear me talking a lot about the Facebook group. That is kind of like our big place where it's kind of the happening place. So if you're not in there yet, we really encourage you to jump into the Facebook group. In the Facebook group, there's a section called units, and we're going to have a unit for each day with homework to go through. Plus, all of the resources for each class session will be posted in the unit for that class. And we're also going to send them by email because we realize that there are some people that have joined the challenge that aren't on Facebook. And, I think that it would be a good idea for you just to jump on Facebook just to be a part of the challenge, and then you can close your account afterwards. But, that's totally up to you. But we will have those resources in the Facebook group under the unit there for the class, and it will also be sent by email. If you go to, let me go ahead and just share my screen here and show you the Facebook group here. Winter Gardening Challenge. Okay, so I'm gonna share, this is the Winter Gardening Challenge Facebook group, right? There's a section called units on the side here, or if you're in the new Facebook setup, I think there'll be a bar at the top here with a link that says units. If you click go to units, it will show you the units. We have a pre-training event unit right here, right now. You'll see there's 2 posts. There's the pre-training homework and the pre-training event details. So for our first session, day 1, I'm going to create another unit, and that will have links out to the resources for that unit as well as the homework for it. So I just wanted to give you a little quick view there to see how that works. All right, so that takes care of our resource center. Next question is, what do you bring? All right, what do you bring to the Winter Gardening Challenge? And by the way, I see that several of you have questions. We'll try and catch those at the end. Just when I wrap up going through these slides here, we'll jump back and try and catch all of your questions, all right? So what to bring, here's what we suggest. Number 1 is print off your Winter Gardening Planning worksheet. That's number 1. You'll want to print that off and have that ready because we're going to actually be working on filling that out, all right? And we're going to be sharing with you exactly how it works, how it makes planning your winter garden super, super easy. Second is you want to come with a pen and extra paper to take notes. The planning worksheet has a couple extra blank pages on it, but I would suggest bringing another notepad or something or some extra paper, some blank paper to take notes as well. come and be ready to learn, have a mindset that's ready to learn, and be ready to take action. All right, that is, the whole purpose of this challenge is we're here to challenge you to do your winter garden and to help you with giving you the simple steps to make that happen. So let's do this together, right? Are you guys ready? Let's do this together. Super excited, can't wait to jump in. So here is your homework for this pre-training session. All right, we have some homework for the pre-training session. Number one is jump into the Facebook group and go live and introduce yourself in the group. We want to create a real community atmosphere. And so this is why I encourage you to go live. Just grab your phone. I know many of you may have never done this before, but it's super simple. It's really easy, and we're all in this together. So just go live, hit that live button, and you can stream live into the group yourself. And introduce yourself in the group, share who you are, where you're from, and how long you've been gardening. All right, so that's number one. Second homework is download the winter gardening planning cheat sheet, like we just mentioned. And then number three is make sure that you have some pens, some extra paper to take notes, and save the date for Sunday, August 2 at 7 p.m. Central Time. So cool. All right, anything to add that you think we should add in before we just catch some of these questions?
No, I'm excited to share with you. I think Susie said she's been gardening 20 years and didn't know she could garden in the winter.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome that you have so much experience, and that means it's going to make it so much easier for you to do this winter garden. Fantastic. All right, a couple questions that I see here. Geraldine says that was a question about being denied in the Facebook group. She tried to join the Facebook group a day or so ago. I can't log on. Apparently, I was denied. Okay, so Geraldine, send me an email about that. If you are having trouble getting onto the Facebook group, send me an email about it. Patsy, it looks like you're also getting booted off the Facebook group somehow. I will troubleshoot that, figure out what's happening. Even if I have to go in and give you a personal invitation, we can do that. Right now I have it where it's automatically accepting members that come in. So let me know by email if it keeps booting you off the Facebook group. Send us an email and we'll troubleshoot that and get that fixed for you. You can as long as we can. I mean, we'll do the best we can.
Just reply to any email you receive from Paul.
Yes. Catherine says, is anyone else having connection issues? I see that some people are having connection issues. We're going to have a lot better internet coming up soon. When we do the main sessions, we've got a special place rented with really high-speed internet that's going to be a lot better. So we should have better with that. Otherwise, these are recorded, so you can come in and catch the replays. Wanda says, mine says it will start shortly. I thought it was at 11 a.m. Yep, we're going on right now. So you may want to check into that. Refresh your page, Wanda. Let's see, any other questions that you all have? Geraldine says 7 p.m. Central Time. Yes, that is the time that we're going live with the main training sessions, 7 p.m. Central Time. Need Facebook link again. Okay, so I'm going to take off the worksheet and post the Facebook link to go over to the Facebook group for you all. Definitely want you to be able to jump in there. All right, Liz says, can you put the link up again to see if it works? Yep, got that. Thanks, looking forward to it. Post the Facebook link again. Yep, just posted that. Gardening 30 years, but I still have lots to learn. You know, that's the neat thing about gardening is no matter how long you've been gardening, there's always something new to learn, right? Which is exciting. Kay says, I haven't gardened for years until this year when I rented a plot in a community garden. Congrats, Kay. Excited for you. All right, Karen, how many people do you anticipate will be there? Hope it's one big party to learn. Yeah, we hope it's one big party to learn. You know, we already have over 700 people in the Facebook group. We've got over 2,000 people registered for the challenge. So this is going to be a lot of fun, and it is going to be a big party. I believe that. All right. Krista says, I missed the email address to reach you. You should be getting our emails. If you aren't, Make sure to check your spam folder, because if you're registered, you should be getting our emails. You can reply to any email you get from us. Otherwise, I'll post my email here in the chat. You can get that as well. Okay, if your Facebook request is pending, I'll make sure and jump in there and add you. All right. All right, yeah, we're looking forward to it too. We are really looking forward to it. Anyone else have any other questions? This is, this pre-training session is a little shorter. We just wanted to give you a quick overview, make sure things are running smoothly. I realize that some people are having some connectivity issues. We'll try and make sure that those are fixed next time when we go live with the main sessions. And otherwise, go do the homework, go live in the group, introduce yourself, download the winter gardening planning cheat sheet, and save the date for Sunday. And we're looking forward to starting with you. All right, Karen says, will it cover container gardening and gardening in very small spaces? Great question. We will, yes, yeah, we can talk about container gardening. So make sure to be there and bring it up, because it's not necessarily planned directly into our main session, but we can definitely address container gardening and how you can grow in the winter even with containers. Let's see. Have raised beds with rebar and plastic cover and new owner of greenhouse. Will you be answering about greenhouse? Yes, absolutely. We'll talk about greenhouses and growing in a greenhouse.
We'll talk about growing in an unheated greenhouse.
Yep.
Just a simple single layer of plastic.
And if you have questions about growing in a heated greenhouse, we can answer those questions during the classes too. Yeah, we're super excited too, Georgianne. Mary says, did you record this? Yes, this is recorded and we'll post it. Can't wait, so excited. Yeah. We'll be gardening in 2 different states with totally different climates this winter. Wow, that's pretty cool, Denise. You've got a lot going on there. All right. Let's see, thanks. All right, thanks for your help. I grow in earth box containers, so I'll be interested in the info. Awesome, Judy, fantastic. Christy, so excited to learn. The community garden, also a glass greenhouse, cool, with heat and a swamp cooler. That's pretty cool. All right, where will this be posted? Susan, in the Facebook, we'll send it, post this in the Facebook group, as well as send you a link by email, so you'll be able to watch the replay of this. All right, Cliff says the demo where we went to Facebook was a little too fast. So I'm going to go ahead and show you again, going to the Facebook group and share with you about the units again here. All right, so if you go to the Winter Gardening Challenge Facebook group and you're on the home page, all right? You're on the home page. You're going to see a little box that says units. And there's a link to go to units. If you're on the new Facebook, because Facebook has a new layout. And if you're on the new layout, you'll see a bar up at the top here with a link to the units. So you want to look for the link to the units. And if you click go to units, it will come up and it will show the units. Right now, there's only the unit for the pre-training event, but shortly we'll be posting the unit for the first day, and that's where we'll be putting the homework in it and links out to the resources and stuff like that. All right, so definitely that's what you'll want to be looking at for in the Facebook group when you want to find the information. All right. I think that's it for our pre-training session. Super excited that you are on here with us. We can't wait for Sunday. Sunday is the big day. I mean, this pre-training session is a little bit more informal, you know, just going over what's happening, our prizes, our giveaways. If you missed those, definitely watch the replay of this session. Otherwise, the big day is Sunday. Don't miss it. 7 p.m. Central Time, right? And we look forward to seeing you there. Can't wait.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday and weekend.
See you Sunday night.
All right. We'll see you Sunday night. All right. Bye-bye. See you soon.